Hey guys, in today's Affinity Designer 2 tutorial, we are creating those 3 Instagram quote post designs you see right here. And we're starting by creating a new document. And we're using those pixel sizes for vertical Instagram posts. We are clicking create and we are turning it into an artboard so we can have multiple designs in our document by clicking right here in the tools bar and selecting this space. We can call it double click right here or double click right here to rename, and we can call it post design 1 if we want to. And next we need the images. I've chosen images from unsplash.com and I will link you all of the images down in the video description, so you can use the same ones if you want to. We can now hold them and simply drop them in our Affinity Designer document right here. They will be a little bit bigger because of their resolution. We can resize, simply holding Shift for keeping the proportions, something like this. And we can blend those two out here because we want to start with this one, making it bigger and adjusting as we want it to fit our post design. Something like this looks good. Next, we are editing our photos to make them a little bit darker so we can see the text, the quote text better on them. We are clicking on our image. We are going with Quick FX and going on color overlay, black, and something like 10 to 15% will look good, I think. That's good. After that, we are using a rectangle to give all of our posts some color vibe, so like a little filter. And I've chosen this color. Let me see, I think it's this one. Let me check back again. Yes, so here's the hex code if you want to use the exact same color, but of course you can use any color you want to. So that's the color we want to have as a vibe for our post designs. So we're giving opacity 10%, having it above our image, and you can see we have this little shine of the color above our image. So the color touch which we want, and we can check back. Next, we are creating this opacity rectangle with the quote design in it. So we are going with a rectangle and something like this, depending on the size of your quote as well, making it black and choosing a cool opacity like 30% again, 30 to 40. We can also go with 35%. And next we are choosing the graphic text tool right here. And our first quote is if you can dream it, you can do it, from Walt Disney. You can turn it white now. And as a font, I've chosen Anton, which is a free Google font. I will link you the font also down in this video description, so you can download and install to use the same font if you want to. You can of course use any font you want, but so you have the option to. And now, as you can see right here in the pre-designs, we can now highlight some of the words by making them bigger and choosing our color we've chosen for the vibe to highlight them as well. So we are making this one to something like 21 maybe, also can 21, and from the size and trim it to 30 or 35. I think 35 looking good. Also you can 21 and do it 35, making this one, the name, a little bit smaller, maybe for 15, or yeah, that's looking good. And we can make one single line or going back and adjusting this line, Walt Disney, by selecting right here. Only this one might be not that easy that way. And now we can go right here and we can choose to the exact distance we want, something like 10 is looking good, I think. So we will go with 10. Now we can select the text again and select our words we want to highlight, and we're choosing the exact same color we've chosen for the overlay. So right here it's this one, again the hex code if you want to use it, and we are missing if you can trim it right here, you can do it, Walt Disney, like this. And then for some final touches, we're moving this one in the middle of our rectangle right here, and we can also make it that way if you want to, or to the left. We're going with that way, I think, for this one, and we can make the opacity to 95% to fit the colors a little bit better. And that's it for our first post design. As you can see, you can always add it a little bit more by turning the text to the left side or something like this. Adjust it your way. And for the next post design, we are simply copying this artboard by using Command and J. Moving to the right, I'm holding down Shift and arrow keys to go 100 pixels to the right. Can move it down the Layers tab and rename to Post Design 2. We can now delete those two. We can keep our color overlay. We can blend this one out now, and for this one we are using this image, and again choosing the image, making it bigger to fit our design like we want it to fit. Something like this is looking good, I think. That's looking good. And again, going with quick FX, going color overlay and 15%. We also have our rectangle with the color wipe overlay as 10% opacity. We've copied from the first post design. And for this post, we are simply creating another rectangle like this and making a little bit smaller, holding down Shift to keep the proportions and moving in the middle. Can make it even a little bit smaller, something like this. And we are keeping it in the middle. We are copying our image again and inserting in this rectangle. So we're using this rectangle to mask our image and moving underneath. We can also turn off the filling and the stroke color for this rectangle, so we don't have any borders or something like this when exporting. So now we use this rectangle to mask, and in this case we aren't seeing anything, but we can now go with the picture underneath again, go with quick FX, and we can go with Gaussian blur and make it even more, something like this, 9 or 8, depending on what you like best. And also give a color overlay for this one again with color overlay black and make it maybe 30%. We can make it even higher. So going right here again and going 40%, or yeah, 40% looks good. We can also make the rectangle smaller, round the edges. That's also some ideas you can use to make it your own style, or even smaller like we did with this one, with the example one. So hold down Shift and again center. And now we can insert a quote. So we're going with the graphic text again, and I have to look what quote I've chosen for this one. Work hard in silence, let your success be your noise, by Frank Ocean. So work hard in silence, let your success be your noise. So check back again, success be your noise by Frank Ocean. And now we're making again our text design, so making this maybe 15 and white, this 21 and white, this we are keeping 35 with our color. This we can make again 21 and white, and keeping work hard right here and moving in the middle of our post, and again giving opacity 95%. So, and that way we are also finished with our second post design. We now can copy again or duplicate using Command and J or Control and J if you're a Windows user. Moving to the right and renaming to Post Design 3. And for this third post design, we have some basic design just with the quote next to a small rectangle, to a small line. And for this one, we're going again, blending this one out. We don't need this rectangle anymore, and blending this one in, also deleting our quote, previous quote. Now adjusting again the picture to fit the artboard like we want it to look like in our image. Then again, we're going with quick FX, going color overlay 15%, and we're keeping again our color overlay rectangle for the color vibe, so the posts look more fitting together with this same color style. And next we simply need to go to the rectangle right here, making a small rectangle, something like this, making it white. And again, going with our graphic text tool, and we're typing in the quote for this one: reach for the stars. You might just catch one. Reach for the stars. You might, and let me look again, just catch one. Catch one. And this quote is by Lori Craner. And now we're adjusting again. So we're going with, for the stars, we're going with our color we've chosen, which is this one, and making it 35%, 35 pt. And right here for catch, again our color, and going with 35 pt. And Lori Griner, we are making again 15 or something like this. 15, and again adjusting the distance again to 10 maybe, which is looking good. And in this case, we are having the rectangle to the left side, so we're going right here and turning our text to left align so it fits better. We are making the rectangle the same size by moving down till it snaps. That's possible if you have snapping activated. Those are my snapping settings. We can now move it right here, snap again, and use shift and arrow keys to move like 40 to the left, something we like. And we are seeing, in this case, we can't read the text that good. That's because our image is too bright. So we can go again right here and change the color overlay to 30% in this case, so we can see it better, or 35%. And we can go with those two, select both. You can also use the move tool, group them using Command and J, or Control and J for Windows users. And again, setting down the opacity a little bit and aligning to the left top side like this, and going down with shift and arrow keys 80 and 80 to the right maybe. I think that's looking good. And that way we have created 3 Instagram post templates, and that's gonna do for today's video. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully see you in the next video, and bye.